Hi guys, Gian here of GadgetPilipinas.net. I must say that we're really due for an upgrade on our NASware, on our hard drive. And we have here the Synology DS718 Plus, which currently holds only 1 terabyte of our hard drive. And we're gonna be upgrading that to two 14 terabytes of Ironwolf Pro by Seagate. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to install the two 14 terabytes of Ironwolf Pro on our Synology DS718 Plus. Now just to let you know or give you guys an overview of what these things are, these 3.5-inch HDDs are actually meant to be installed on the NAS or network attached storages. And Synology DS718 Plus is one of the best budget, best priced NASwares in the market today, and we can really vouch for that. We've been using this for quite some time now, and it's really just one of the best that really fits our budget. Now, the Seagate 3.5-inch 14 terabyte Ironwolf Pro is actually built to meet the demand of high workload environments. And as I mentioned earlier, with a plethora, with a lot of contents that we'll be putting in on these two hard drives, we are actually being assured of the fact that this will last for a long time, and this will take a lot of beating in terms of transferring from and transferring to one hard drive to another in order for us to be able to back up and also even retrieve our contents from these hard drives. And that's a big deal for us as content creators, because every now and then we upload things on YouTube, but sometimes there would be times that we have to review our footages or get some footages from our original content, which are actually housed on our NASware or housed on our hard drives, and cross-reference that with our upcoming contents or new contents. Now, the Ironwolf Pro is optimized for SMB or SME NAS enclosures with Agile Array, which Synology DS718 Plus is very compatible of. And apart from that, by high performance, they mean reduced lag times or downtime for users such as us during high traffic time periods for Ironwolf Pro. So this is quite a big deal for us, because there would be times that we'll be transferring from and transferring to, and then also constantly backing up some of our files from one hard drive to the NASware. And guys, these guys will take a lot of beating, quote unquote, in terms of transferring from and to specific files. Now, one of the reasons also why you need to get yourself a hard drive that is really meant for NASware such as Synology DS718 Plus is that these are actually designed for long-term use, designed for always turned on devices. So remember, whenever there is a device that is always turned on, heat actually is generated, and this can take, again, a lot of beating in terms of heat, in terms of use. So it's really designed for that. So by the looks of it, if you take a look at the build construction of these hard drives, it's heavy, and that based on how they made this, it's really going to last a long time, I'm telling you guys. Now, apart from what I mentioned, the Ironwolf Pro by Seagate are actually fit for the following things. It's fit for cloud-based and NAS storages, as I mentioned, backup and disaster recovery, multimedia server and storage, file and print server sharing, archiving and cloud replication, on-premise private cloud, tiered storage, remote access, virtualization, and auxiliary storage. So again, guys, these things are fit or designed perfectly for NASware devices. And if you're really up for securing all your important files or back up your important files, retrieving your important files from a hard drive, you better get yourself hard drives such as the Ironwolf Pro. And I'm saying this not because they are sponsoring two of these 14 terabytes for us, because we've been using Seagate for quite a long time now, and I must tell you, they're really top-notch in terms of designing such kinds of storage solutions. Now, another thing that I'd like to point out with Ironwolf Pro is that they offer 2 years of data rescue plan, meaning if something bad, if unfortunately your files get corrupted on their hard drives, they give you 2 years of service where they will try to retrieve all your files. That kind of gives you 2 years of peace of mind. So that's another thing that you might want to check out and consider when getting yourself a hard drive for your NASware. Right, so again, huge thanks to our friends from Seagate for sending this to us for our unboxing and full review. The full review of these hard drives will be posted on our website at gadgetpilipinas.net. So if you want to know more on the technical details, how these hard drives perform, then you might want to also go check that out on our website. Now at this point, let me go ahead and install these two 14TB Ironwolf Pro on our Synology DS718 Plus. So first order of the day is to actually remove whatever's inside the DS718 Plus. It's actually quite easy. So we just remove the bay, pretty easy right there. Pull it up if you want to, and that's it. We're actually using a Seagate Barracuda. We can just simply remove this because it's up for us now. We're going to upgrade everything. There you go. Just pull everything up, and then voila, easy. And now what we're gonna do is to just simply put the other one right here, just be able to insert it properly, and then the tabs, just reinstall it back to fasten the drive inside. There you go, and then put it right in. This is going to be our first drive. And next one is again, remove the tabs and place it right there. Pretty easy, right? There, all done. And then we just reinstall it right there. Pretty easy, and it's heavier now than usual because we just replaced our Seagate Barracuda with the Seagate Ironwolf Pro, 14TB each. And now let's proceed with installing everything and do the configurations on the software of Synology. Alright, so now that you've plugged in your DS718 Plus or any NASware for that matter, all you have to do is, if you're using Synology, you'll hear a beep. That means it's ready for a setup or ready to be used on your device. So since it's a network attached storage, you don't actually have to attach it on the USB because you have to actually access it via network. That is why it's called network attached storage. Now, what we have right here is basically the Synology Assistant. It is a must that you download this. And it says here it is already ready for that. But again, if you wish to be able to access your drive, you have to be able to access it via Synology Assistant. It should appear right here, and you should be able to connect. Just click DS Assistant. So just click that. If there's an upgrade, if there's anything new to be set up, and as you can see right here, it is now ready for setup because we already installed the two new hard drives from Seagate. Just click Setup, install Disk Station Manager. Let's just install it. All data on hard disk 1, 2 will be removed during installation. So that means the storage that we got from Seagate were actually installed properly. So that's fine, but we gotta install this station, which is basically the operating system of the NAS on the hard drive. Right, so it's installing right now. It should take about 10 minutes, it says here, but it depends if there are a lot of things installed on your hard drive. If there are none, if it's zero, then it shouldn't take 10 minutes, right? So it's now at 51%. We're going to speed things up. All right. All right. Again, guys, just before I forget, when you are dealing with this one and it's your first time to actually install or use your hard drives on your NAS, you will notice that on Synology, you will notice that the status is not installed. And the reason for that is because this station manager is not yet installed on this system. Now it's already at 98%, so we're very near. All right, it's finally up. And what we're gonna do now is we're going to create our administrator account. So server name, so the server name will appear on the login page. Username, that will be my username. Password, confirm password, and password strength. Let's go, let's proceed with this. Probably let's make this Gadget Pilipinas. There you go. Or just, just Gadget Pilipinas, okay. All right. Oops. Good. Next. It's pretty easy. We're just, setting it, set everything up. As I mentioned, it did not actually last that long. It said 10 minutes, but it only lasted for about 6 minutes. Now, how do you now access this? Very easy. All you have to do is to actually create or to map it, or Control D, or just simply click Map Drive and just log in using your account. And then, since we don't have anything yet, there are no folders yet available, we will probably be able to finish that later on. But again, in order for you to be able to access specific folders, you go and map a network drive. But for now, let's proceed first with all the rest of the settings. All right. This is what I really like about this station on the disk manager, or Synology rather. It's pretty packed with a lot of things. This is what's really good about Synology, especially with the DS718 Plus. The software is top-notch. Right? Now we have the hard drive. Let's go and click File Station. There's no shared folder. All right. We can go with the storage manager first. It says here to unused drive. Now we create a storage. So the system will create an HHR volume, which optimizes the performance, and when 2 or more drives are installed, data protection for drives with fault tolerance is available. This is recommended for general users. For custom, it is advanced users who want to choose their own RAID types and create multiple volumes. We don't want to do that. Just go ahead quick, because this is what is really recommended. This is the recommended, as said here, RAID type for beginner users. Created with only one drive will not be able to tolerate drive failures. All right, let's go next. Choose drives, both drives. All right, yep. BTRFS is the recommended file system. Supports advanced features including shared folders. We're going to be using that. Okay. The total capacity is 12.73. That means we will not be using both as our files, as our storage. Technically, we'll be using both, but the other one is more of like a mirror of what is on the other side. So that's why the total capacity that will appear, or that you can technically use, is 12.73. All right, apply. And as we do that, the CPU of the NASware is spiking up. The RAM is being used, but very tolerable. All right, so parity consistency is currently running on storage pool 1 and may affect overall system. Okay, it's currently verifying drives. It may take some time because we're currently at 0.03%. Currently, we're at 0.15%. Again, we're dealing with 12.73 terabytes here, and that's really the reason why. But let me go check if it's possible for us to create a folder while this is still being verified, right? Create a new shared folder. So it is now seeing that volume 1 is 12.22. So you can already use it while it is still being verified. But again, the recommendation is not do it, wait for a bit. But for the purpose of demonstration, we're going to be putting Gadget Pilipinas for the first shared folder. Files containing archives, content archives. All right. Enable recycle bin, next. No need for encryption for that for now. All right, next. All good, apply. And now we have a folder. Of course, we're gonna give ourselves an access for read and write, but for guests, they can only read, okay? Okay. Now, as you can see right here, we already have one volume, and that should now appear on our Synology Assistant. Okay, so let's go and pull that up. Let's connect. Oh, hold on, not connect, but map. That's what we're gonna do. Let's repeat that once again because it kind of messed up the system. Okay, let's log in. Next. This time, let's use drive Y again. Next. And then username, that should be fine. Open the map drive. And that's it. We now have access to it. Total of 12.2 terabytes with 59.4 as used space. And now let's proceed in trying to transfer some files. I have here some files on my 2 terabyte. Let's go Gadget Pilipinas. Let's try to transfer one of our files, Galaxy S10. Let's copy that and let's proceed with copying that on our file. Paste. And it's copying about 45.1 gig with a transfer rate of 8.65 to 6 to 7, average maybe of 7 megabytes per second. And it's pretty doing well on that side. If we go and check the Synology, as you can see, the resource monitor would say that it's using about 16% of CPU, 15% of RAM, and still the hard drives are performing quite well. Okay. It's still 0.47%. So you don't need to worry about this. What is important is that let it do its part of verifying all your files, but you can already start using it if you want to. So it will take some time. It will take about 1 hour and 30 minutes to transfer 44 gig, and that is not really bad, to be honest with you. It's transferring at about 7 MB per second as our average transfer rate. That's it, guys. That is our quick installation of the 14 terabyte Ironwolf Pro, and also installation on our DS718 Plus, down to trying to transfer 45 gig worth of data to our hard drives. All right. Again, this has been Gian of GadgetPilipinas.net. Special thanks to our friends from Synology, of course, for providing us with the DS718 Plus, and of course to our friends from PR Galleria and Seagate, especially to Sir Harry Ellis for sending over the 2 14 terabyte hard drives to us for our full review. Again, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you soon on our next video.